Yo! Sorry for that aggressive intro. It's Erica. I'm going to do a quick all elements reading, but I'm going to use my personal messages. And if I have to clarify, I'll clarify with these, but probably not. So I can do it quick. Alright, do quick fire messages. I'm just going to use my intuition and my messages that I'm getting solely with these. Alright, so element of air. This is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. 3 cards, please. 3 cards. What messages do you have right now for my air signs that are listening? Okay. So, we have ask for help, take care of your health, and addictions. Good God. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry if you're going through this. I'm also hearing that you could be a family member or a friend of somebody that's going through this. But if you're going through this, it's very important that you take care of your health, especially when you're in the throes of any kind of addiction, whether it be overeating, whether it be being hypersexual, obviously drugs, alcohol. All of those things take a toll on your health. And even with, smoking and eating too much, we don't really talk about that as a community because I think it has a stigma of like, it's not that bad, but it really can damage your health in the long run. And so I feel like a lot of you or whoever's listening to this, you might feel ashamed and you don't want to ask for help. You might be scared of what people might tell you. But I feel like if you don't take care of this and ask for help and really try, not saying that you haven't tried already because, addiction is a hell of a thing to go through. But I feel like if you really don't do that last Hail Mary, it could cause a lot of complications. I'm hearing for some of you, it could be liver failure. And so I'm going to be praying for you. I'll be praying for you. If you're going through this or if you have a family member that's going through this. And I'm hearing that, for some of you, it is a serious addiction, that you're going through or, somebody's going through. But other of you, I'm hearing that it's not, it's on the other side of the spectrum. Like you might have a caffeine addiction and the doctor has told you if you drink coffee regularly, it's like giving you heart palpitations and anxiety. And I feel like, at this moment in time, it's not a real health concern, but down the line, it could increase the heart problems that you're having or the anxiety that you're having. And so, you might need to ask your doctor for help, like if there's a way to get off of caffeine or really, they don't really know. Maybe reach to communities, that you have support groups if you have any. I know that in my local area, we have a Facebook group of 2,000 maybe women. It's just all women that live around here. And so they always ask each other questions and stuff like that. And so maybe you can find somebody else that has quit that addiction and ask them how did they do it. I had to go cold turkey because for me, it messes with my hormones. Caffeine, I have PCOS and it messes with my hormones. And I've noticed since I've stopped drinking caffeine or consuming coffee mainly, that my weight has been a little more stable and my anxiety hasn't been as much. So I said I was going to do a quick message. I guess that's quick enough. But definitely ask for help. Put yourself out there and try to get the help for those things that you're trying to overcome. And also, prayer. Prayer works. Prayer works. You're putting your intention out to the universe or whoever you're praying to, and help will come. All right? So that was... Shoot. Okay. I forgot what sign that I just did. So I did air. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Didn't happen. All right. Air. Earth. What message? Oh, okay. Got an aggressive card that flew out. Messages for my earth signs. Focus on money. 2 more cards, please. depression, and someone is just lonely. Guys, what are y'all going through? What is happening? All right. So it could be that, like, you are kind of depressed and just focusing on money right now because you're lonely. Okay. But also I feel like if you are depressed, I got another message, but so I feel like if you are depressed, you might just be lonely, and it might help you to get out of depression of focusing on money, focusing on your career, focusing on building another stream of income, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, or a Patreon, or, you know, maybe making crafts and selling them. That could really help you getting out of your depression, because your depression might really be because you're just like, man, I wish I just had somebody. It would be nice. So focusing on your money and focusing on yourself can really help you get out of that. But also, I feel like there might be somebody in your life that could be like trying to, how can I say, like come at you or hit you up, or like, how can I say it? Like somebody that's trying to get with you, but I feel like they are just lonely, and they might suffer from depression. So be really careful that if you're dating or trying to date or talking to different people, try to read into things they say and notice patterns and behaviors, because I think one of the worst things is getting with somebody that is just lonely and just wants to find somebody to fill the void, and that they suffer from depression. Because unfortunately, not saying it's a bad thing, but it's very hard of keeping your vibration high, especially if you have any psychic abilities and you're dating somebody that is going through depression or going through anxiety, because you will start picking that up and you will start taking it as your own, and you'll start wondering, why am I all of a sudden depressed? Why am I all of a sudden have anxiety and all those things? And, you know, I feel like people that are just lonely looking for somebody, not because they truly want a life partner, but because they just don't want to be alone, I feel like those are the people that are more prone to do kind of shitty behavior, like, you know, cheating or talking to other people before, you know, they finish a relationship. So just be careful. Just be mindful of the people that you're talking to. And if you're going through depression and you're lonely, focus on your money. And that will, you know, help lift your spirits some. Also, affirmations are a great way to get out of depression. I used to suffer through depression, like real bad depression. I've been in, you know, mental wards, not mental wards, but like I've been in mental health clinics. I don't know what you call them, but I've been there. All right. Bipolar and depression, anxiety, ADHD, all that fun stuff. But what really helped me is really changing how I see the world, how the thought process, even though I thought it was dumb at the time and I'm like, I hate everything, you know, forcing yourself to really see the blessing that you have shelter and you have food. You're doing better than like 2/3 of the world. You know what I'm saying? So life is not that bad, but we have to realign our perspective of what, you know, we should be grateful for, and start working towards your goals and dreams. You know, if your life is not what you want it to be, start making an action plan of how you can get there, and slowly start working on those steps to get there, right? Change those things that you can change and accept those things that you cannot, which is like the NA or AA kind of saying, but it's true. It worked. All right, so let's do fire signs. What messages do you have right now for my fire signs? What messages do you have right now for my fire sign? Why are y'all flying out like this? Ah. Sorry. So, like, 90 cards fell out, so I'm putting them all back in because it's way too many. Alright. Apparently, they got a lot of messages for fire signs. Alright, fire signs. Give me only 3 cards, please. Oh, they wanted to do it again. 3 cards, fire sign. Ground yourself in nature. Say what's on your mind. And compassion. So I feel that's pretty straightforward. Um, a great way to help relieve depression and anxiety is grounding yourself in nature. You know, there's a documentary on, I think you can watch it on YouTube. It's called Grounding, and it's all about grounding yourself in nature and how it is great for the body to release all that extra energy through our feet. And grounding, if you don't know, it's going literally on some grass or dirt. You go outside that's not on a man-made, material, and you take your socks and shoes off and you just stand or sit and just let the earth absorb all that extra stuff that you have. And also you're taking in the good stuff that it has. So I feel like, it's a great practice for anybody. So say what's on your mind and compassion. If you've been somebody that really tries to not rock the boat, I feel like you're in a situation right now where it's important for you to say what's on your mind. It's important for you to share your opinion, and it's important for you to say how you're feeling. It's funny to me that a lot of people feel like they don't want to tell the truth to somebody because they don't want to hurt their feelings, or, it's selfish. But at the end of the day, you die alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, at the end of the day, you're the only one that has your own back. So you always have to do what's best for you. But that's not saying to be a total dickhead and, mess people over for your benefit. You have to learn that fine line of putting yourself first without maliciously doing it. You know what I mean? So say what's on your mind, whether it be an employer, whether it be a friendship or a relationship. Stand your ground, but also have compassion and try to see the situation from their side. We're humans. We live in our body, so we always see from our perspective. But I feel like, Spirit's trying to tell you in this situation, if you're making a very big decision, it might be why you need to ground yourself in nature to get a very calm, clarity of mind. But have the compassion to see the situation from the other person's shoes so y'all can come to, an agreement and you can understand each other. All right? And don't be so fiery. Just calm down a little. All right? Love you. All right. Water signs. What messages do you have for my water signs? 2 more cards, please. 1 more card, please. Water signs, water signs. Water signs. So we have solar plexus chakra, yin energy, and obstacles or lessons not learned. Interesting. So I feel like right now you're going through a tough time of a situation that you feel like it's taken the power out of you. You feel very defeated. I feel like you're in a place of more retracted, reserved, more introverted because of an obstacle that you're facing. But what you got to understand, what Spirit is trying to tell you, is obstacles are lessons not learned. And it sucks trying to figure out what the fuck the lesson is. But sometimes the lesson is just learning to let go, learning to stop worrying and obsessing over the outcome of a situation or the situation period, and just trusting Spirit, trusting God, trusting Allah, whoever that you put your faith in. Trusting that they have your back, Spirit has your back, and everything's going to work out for your highest good as long as you do your part. You can't expect that everything's going to work out good for you if you totally ignore your spirit man or are constantly out there scheming people. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. But, you will get what you put out, and just know that. Yeah, I feel like also it is a time to really meditate. Stop trying to, I see somebody putting a square peg in a circle hole, a square in a triangle, and it's just not fitting. It's just like, come on, fit. Ah! Almost like panic of trying to trying to make it work. I feel like Spirit's like, calm down. Like, that's the problem. That's part of the problem, is you're trying to make things work that are not supposed to work. Okay, and that's a huge red flag when you are trying to go after something and you're turned down, it's failing. Now, not to say that the first time you fail, that means it's not for you, because a lot of entrepreneurs fail forward. They learn by failing and they end up being successful because they don't give up, which is another, you need to meditate and see the difference of, okay, is this an obstacle? Or is the obstacle, me needing to try again, but maybe in a different way? Because, insanity, what's insanity? Doing the same shit over and over again, expecting different results. So I feel like, Spirit's telling you, take a step back, stop trying to make things fit where they don't fit, and really, you might need to balance, your chakras. Look up solar plexus meditations. Because I think that deals with like intimacy as well. Like intimacy with other people, of how vulnerable is a way to put it, how you can be with other people. So that might be part of the obstacle, is you're scared of failing. So there might be like a block because of that.